Hello friends, welcome to Insight Learners. So in this video we shall discuss the bitwise, that is the section that is aptitude as well as analytical section in this video. So the first one is the aptitude section. So we shall quickly see the first question and how to solve the question. So the first question is Alok and Yogesh together invest rupees 3000 and rupees 4000 respectively in a business and Alok received. So A is nothing but Alok. So Alok received rupees 10 per month out of the profit as a remuneration for running a business, and the rest of the profit it was divided in proportion to the investments. So in a year, if A means Alok totally receives rupees 390, then what does Yogesh? So what does Y receive? So Y is nothing but what does Yogesh receive? So then the first thing is that they have told that the Alok received rupees 10 per month for running a business. So per month, and in a year A receives rupees 390. So if it is 12, so we shall see the solution for this question. So if it is 12, so 1 year means 12 months into, they have told it is 10. So that is for per month he received rupees 10, so which is equal to 120. So 120 is the, like 120 is the amount which is for Alok. So he received, so Alok received rupees amount 120, and let us consider the annual profit. So let us consider the annual profit be, so we shall consider the annual profit be X. And next thing is, if it is 120, then the amount distributed will be X minus 120. So what will be the amount distributed? So amount distributed will be equal to, so amount distributed which is equal to, it will be X minus 120 rupees. So it will be X minus 120 will be the amount distributed. So next thing is that they have given the Alok and the Yogesh invest rupees 3000 and 5000. So that is Alok, which I'll consider in short as A is to Y. So if they receive the rupees 3000 is to 5000, so ratio is 3 is to, so 3 to 3000 is to 4000, which is nothing but if it is 3000 is to 4000, so which is equal to 3 is to 4. So it will be 3 is to 4, 0, 0 cancel, which is 3 is to 4 is the ratio. So first we need to find the Alok share. So what is the Alok's share? So the first thing is Alok share, they have told it is 120 plus amount distributed is X minus 120, and then into what is the Alok is 3, Yogesh is 4, so into 3 divided by total is nothing but 3 plus 4, which is equal to 7, so 3 divided by 7, and then into 3 divided by 7 is equal to, so it is the Alok's rupees, it is totally he receives rupees 390, so 390. So next thing is it will be X minus 120. So X minus 120 into 3 divided by 7, keeping as it is. So 3 divided by 7, which is equal to, it will be 390 minus 120. So 120 comes on the right hand side, which will be 390 minus 120. So 390 minus 120, which is equal to 270. So which is equal to 270. So next thing is X minus 120. X minus 120 is equal to, so 270 into, so this 3 by 7, if it goes to the right hand side, it will be 7 divided by 3. So it will be 270 into 7 divided by 3, then cancel. 3 ones are 3, 9s are 27, so it will be 90. Then after that 90 into 7 zeros are 9 sevens are 63, which is equal to 630 is the amount distributed. Here you need to find what is the amount distributed, or you can say how much does the Yogesh receive. So what is the Y's share you need to find, or Yogesh share. So Y share, which is equal to, so 630 is the amount distributed into Yogesh share, it is 4. So into 4 divided by 7 is the total. So 4 divided by 7, which is equal to 630 into 4 divided by 7. So which is equal to, so again cancel, 7 9s are 63, so then after that 9 4s are 36, so which will be 360. So 360 is the rupees which is received by the Yogesh. So in the exam, if they give you that, if it is changed, like if the Alok receives 4000 and if Yogesh receives 3000, so then the ratio it will be 4 is to 3. So carefully check in the question. So for this question, answer is 360. So next question is the Kalpataksha industry has many ups and downs every year, and the production increases for 2 consecutive years consistently by 15%, and in the third year it decreases by 20%. Again, in the next 2 years, it increases by 25%. So it increases by 25% in the next year, and then again it decreases by 10% in the next year. If we start counting from the year 2014 approximately, what will be the effect of the production company in 2018 is the question. So these are the options. So the first thing is we shall consider the year. So first we shall consider the year as well as the production P. So year as well as the production we need to find for each year. So production as P. So first thing is year. The first year is 2014. We shall consider for the 2014 the production is P itself. Then after that in the 2015. So in the 2015 they have told that it increases by 15%. So for the production increases for 2 consecutive years, that is in the next 2 years it increases by 15%, that is for 2015 and 2016 it increases by 15%. So production is P plus 15% is nothing but it will be 15 divided by 100 into P, which is equal to, so P plus 15 divided by 100 into P, which is equal to 1.15 P. So which is equal to 1.15 P. Then this is for 2015. So next one is 2016. So next thing is now you need to consider the P to be 1.15 P. So again they have told for the 2 years, next 2 years it increases by 15%. So plus, since it increases you need to consider plus, decreases is minus. So again it is 15 divided by 100. So into, so again into 1.15 P. So then upon simplification you will get 1.3225 P. So next thing is in the year 2017 it decreases by 20%. They have told in the next year again it decreases by, so they have told clearly, they have mentioned that it decreases. So here it decreases by 20%. So if it decreases by 20%, then you need to consider it as 20 divided by 100. So if since it is decreases, so you need to consider it as minus 20 divided by 100. So that is 1.3225 P plus, sorry, minus 20 divided by 100. So into 1.3225 P. So then after that cancel everything. So then you will get 1.058 P. So next thing is again in the year 2018 they told that in the next 2 years it increases by 25%. For the next 2 years it is going to increase by 25%. So again what it will be, so next P is 1.058 P, which we have obtained. So it increases, they have told, which is 25 divided by 100. So into 1.058 P. So then after that we need to simplify cancellation. So after that you will get, so 1.3225 P, you will get 1.3225 P. So next thing is they have also mentioned that is for next 2 years it is going to increase by 25%. So again in the year it is going to increase by 25%. So if it is increases by 25%, which is 1.3225 P plus 25 divided by 100 into 1.3225 P. So is equal to, which will be 1.653125 P. So this is for 2019, which will be 1.653125 P. Next thing is in the last year they have mentioned that, but then next year it decreases by 10%. That is in 2020 it decreases by 10%. So which is equal to 1.653125 into P minus, since it decreases by 10%, so minus 10 by 100 into again 1.653125 P. So which is equal to 1.487 P. So this is based on the criteria we have calculated, that is production increases for 2 consecutive years. So it is by 15%. So we have increased by 15%. Then in 1 year it decreases by 20%. Then again in next 2 years it increases by 25%. So it is calculated. Then it decreases by 10%. Then in the question they are told, if we start counting from 2014 approximately, what will be the effect on the production company in 2018? So for 2014, the production was P. Then they are asking for 2018. So 2018 it will be, so 2018 it is 1.3225 P. So 1.3225 P. So then after that, what is the, you need to find the increase percentage. So increase percentage. So if that in the year 2018, if the production is 1.3225, so then from 2014, so here you can say 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have calculated this. Then here it decreases by, if we start counting from the year 2014 to 2018. So what is the increase is? So increase is equal to 1.3225 P. So if the increase of 0.3225 P, then what is the increase percentage you need to find? So increase in the percentage is equal to, it will be 0.3225 P divided by P into 100, which you will get it as 32.25%. So that is 1.3225 P by 10, which will give you 0.3225 P, and here you need to find the percentage increase. So you need to find the percentage increase, which will give you, so percentage increase which will give you 0.3225 P divided by P into 100. So which is equal to 32.25%, because they have asked you to calculate the percentage in the percentage. So here from the option you can say 32.25 is the correct answer for this question. That is, answer for this question is option A. So option A is the answer. So next thing is the third question in a juice. So third question is that in a juice corner, a juice corner makes a 48 liter of orange juice with 144 liter pineapple juice in a vessel and the liter of total mixture. So here the liter of total mixture is taken out and 32 liter orange juice. So then after that, and 48 liter pineapple juice are added in a mixture and the final mixture contains 30% orange juice. You need to find the quantity of mixture what is taken out. So these are the options. So we shall see the solution how to find this. So then in a juice corner, he makes 48 liter of orange juice. So what is the amount of orange juice? First we need to find. So amount of orange juice is equal to, so amount of orange juice which is equal to, they have told it is 48 liter of orange juice with 144 liter of pineapple. So 48 liter of orange juice plus, so 48 liter of orange juice divided by, and also the 144 liter of pineapple juice in a vessel. So totally it will be, so 48 liter of orange juice divided by total, that is 48 liters of orange juice and 144 liter of pineapple, which is equal to 48 plus 144 you need to do. So then which is equal to 48 divided by 192. So 192, which is equal to 1 divided by 4. It is equal to 1 divided by 4. And we shall consider, as we do not know the amount of oranges, we need to find it. So you need to consider. So we shall consider it as the x. So we shall consider it as x divided by 4. So next thing is that orange juice. What is the orange juice left? So you need to find the orange juice left. So orange juice left is equal to 48. So orange juice left is equal to minus. So 48 minus. So we have considered it as x divided by 4. So x divided 48 minus x divided by 4 plus 32. Plus 32 because total mixture is taken out and 32 liter orange juice. From the total mixture, the 32 liter is taken out. So therefore plus 32. So which is equal to, this is 48 plus 32 is 80 minus keeping x divided by 4 as it is. So next thing is you need to find the total mixture. So total mixture is equal to, the first thing is total mixture. So 48 liter of orange juice plus 144 liter of pineapple juice. Then after that mixture taken is 32 liter of orange juice. Again after that we have 48 liter of pineapple juice. From all this you need to consider the amount of x, so minus x. So x is considered as an amount x minus x, which is equal to 272 minus x. So 272 minus x is the total mixture, and here you need to find the final mixture contains 30% of orange juice. You need to find the quantity of mixture taken out. So what is the first thing is percentage of orange juice. So percentage of orange juice is equal to, which is nothing but they have given it as 30%. So 30% of this is equal to, so here it is 80 minus x divided by 4. So which is equal to 80 divided by x, 80 minus x divided by 4 is given. So we have found the orange juice left is 80 minus x divided by 4, then divided by, so then divided by total mixture is 272 minus x. So from this 30% you need to do. So 30% is nothing but it is 30 divided by 100, which is equal to, keeping this as it is, so which is equal to 80 minus, so x divided by 4. So x divided by 4, which is divided by 272 minus x. So now we need to cross multiply and simplify it. So cross multiplication is that 30 into, so which will be 30 into, so 272, 30 into 272. So here it is x by 4. So x divided by 4, which will be 4 into 372 minus x, so which is 30 into, so which is equal to 272 minus 4x, and which is equal to 100 into 320 minus x. So 100 into, so this is 30 into 272, so 272 minus 4x, and which is equal to, so the next one is the 100 into, so you need to multiply it with 100, so 100 into 300, so 100 into 320 minus x you need to do, because 80 into 4, 80 into 4, which is equal to 320. So then after that 30 into 272, 30 into 272, which is 32640, 32640, then after that minus 120x, and then which is equal to, so then this is equal to, you need to do for this also, 32 into 100, which is equal to 32,000. So 32,000 minus 100x, so minus 100x, then after that upon simplification, so you will get 640 is equal to 20x. So then after that 640 divided by 20 is equal to x. 640 divided by 20 is equal to x. So 0 0 cancel, then 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. So which is equal to, x is equal to 32 is the answer for this question. So that is option C. Answer for this question is option C, that is 32. So next one is, we shall see the fourth question. So the fourth question is that walking at 5 km per hour, a student reaches his school from house 15 minutes early, and walking at 3 km per hour, he is late by 9 minutes, and you need to find the distance between his school and house. So we shall see the solution for this question. So what is the distance between his school and house? So let us consider the distance b. So first we do not know the distance, so distance b x kilometer. So let the distance be x kilometer. So next thing is, what you need to do is that distance is the x kilometer, and then what you need to do is, so then they have told that the student walking at 5 km per hour, a student reaches his school from house 15 minutes early, and 3 km he is late by 3 km. So late by 3 means x divided by 3 minus x divided by 5. So x divided by 5, which is equal to, so which is equal to x divided by 5, which is equal to his 9 minutes. So then here they have told 15 minutes as well as 9 minutes. So what is 15 minutes? So 15 minutes plus 9 minutes. 15 minutes plus 9 minutes you do. So 15 minutes plus 9 minutes is nothing but you need to add it. So which will be 24. So it is together it is 24 minutes. So then here you can say it is 24 divided by LCM of 15 as well as 9. You can consider the LCM to be 60. So then upon cancellation, so 24 and 60 upon cancellation. So find the LCM of this. 5 3 it will be 15. So you can say 5x minus, so 5x minus 3x divided by 15, which is equal to, so 2 divided by 5. So then it is again 2x divided by 15 is equal to 2 divided by 5. So which is equal to, so cross multiply, 5 to the 10x, 5 to the 10x equal to 15 to the 30. So you can say x is equal to 30 by 10. So x is 3. So x is 3 kilometer is the distance between his school, distance from his school and his house. Okay, so it is distance between the school and his house. So answer for this question is option C, that is 3 kilometers. So answer is 3 kilometers. That is C, option C. So then fifth question is that a zookeeper counted the heads of an animal in a zoo. So a zookeeper counted the heads of an animal in a zoo, and then after that he found it to be 80. He found it to be 80. When he counted the legs of the animals, he found it to be 60. So if a zoo had either pigeons or horses, so zoo had either pigeons or horses, then how many horses are there in a zoo? So you need to find the count of horses in the zoo. How many horses are there in a zoo? So for that, first we shall consider, as we don't know the horses in a zoo, let us consider let the horses be the solution for this. So let us consider, let the horses be x. So let the horses be, if we do not know the value, so let us consider it as x. So then the number of pigeons is equal to, so since they have told in an animal in a zoo, it is found it to be 80. Zookeeper counted the heads of the animal in a zoo and found it to be 80. So if we have considered the horses to be x and the number of pigeons, you can say 80 minus x. The next thing is, as we know that each pigeon has 2 legs and horses has 4, and the horses has, so pigeon has 2 legs as well as the horses have, and the horses have 4 legs, and the horses has 4 legs. So then after that, what you need to do is, there are 2 legs for pigeon and 4 legs for horses. So what is the total number of legs? So total number of legs is equal to, so since x is considered as for horses, so there are 4 legs, so which will be 4 into x plus, and we have considered the number of pigeon is 80 minus x, so but there are 2 legs for pigeon, so which is equal to 2 into 80 minus x, so which is equal to the total number of, so it is this, there is 80 as well as 60, so what is the total? So they have, a zookeeper counted the heads of the animal in a zoo, which is found to be 80 as well as 60, and it is also found to be, so and the legs of the animals, it is found to be 60, and if the found it to be 60, and if the zoo had either, so when he counted the legs of the animal, it is found to be 260. It should be 260. So total it is 260. So if the zoo had either pigeons or horses, how many horses are there in a zoo? So total they have told it is 260. So you need to simplify this. So 4x plus 2 into 80. So 80 to the 160. So 160 minus 2x, it is equal to 260 is the head. So then after that, 4x minus 2x is equal to 2x is equal to 260 minus 160. So 260 minus 160, so which is equal to 2x is equal to 100, and then you can say that x is equal to 50. So we have considered the x to be the horses, and they have told how many horses are there in a zoo. You can say the answer for this question is option C, that is 50 is the answer. So if they ask you how many pigeons are there, then you can say 80 minus 50. So 80 minus 50, which is 30. So then the next question is the sixth question. So the sixth question is that the 2 pipes P and Q can fill a cistern in 12 minutes and 15 minutes respectively if both are open together. So if both are open together but at the end of 3 minutes. So both are open together at the end of, so both are open together at the end of 3 minutes and P is turned off, how many more minutes will Q will fill the cistern? So this is based on the question, that is pipes and cisterns. So first thing is they have told pipes P and Q can fill a cistern in 12 minutes and 15 minutes. So then the first thing is you need to find what is the part. So the first thing is the part filled by pipe. So the part filled by pipe. So the part which is filled by the pipe P, which is equal to, the part which is filled by the pipe P in 1 minute. So in 1 minute it is equal to, so P can fill it in 12 minutes, then in 1 minute it will be 1 divided by 12. Similarly, the part which is filled by pipe Q. So pipe Q in 1 minute, which is equal to 1 divided by 15. So because Q can fill it in 15 minutes, so which is 1 divided by 15, and together they can fill the tank in 1 divided by 12 plus 1 divided by 15. So which is equal to, LCM for this is 60, and then after that you need to write, so then you need to, that 12 into, so 12 5s are 60 and then 15 4s are 60. So therefore 5u plus 4 divided by 60, we have taken the LCM, which is equal to 9 divided by 60. So together both the pipes P and Q can fill it in 9 by 60 minutes, and they have told if both are open together but at the end of 3 minutes. So you need to find part filled by both pipes in 3 minutes. So part filled by both pipes in 3 minutes. So 3 minutes, which is equal to 3 into 9 divided by 60. 3 into 9 divided by 60, so which is equal to, so 3 into 9 divided by 60, which is 9 3s are 27 by 60. So 27 divided by 60, which is equal to, so upon cancellation you can say it is 9 divided by 20. So this is part filled by both the pipes in 3 minutes, and here you need to find the next part is remaining part which is left. So remaining part left is equal to 1 minus 9 divided by 20, so which is equal to 20 minus 9 divided by 20. So 20 minus 9 is nothing but it is 11 divided by 20. So 11 divided by 20 is the remaining part which is left, and then they have told like how many more minutes will Q will fill the system. So I need to find the pipe Q can fill it in, suppose pipe Q can fill it in X minutes. Suppose pipe Q can fill in X minutes. So can fill in X minutes, then what it will be, X divided X into, so 1 divided by 15, because Q can fill it in 1 by 15 minutes in 1 minute. So 1 by 15, which is equal to 11 divided by 20 is the remaining part which is left. So upon simplification, so it will be, so 15 into 11, so you can say 1 divided by 15, it is 1 divided by 15, not 14, so 15, so which is equal to, so then upon cross multiplication it is equal to 15 into 11. So 15 into 11 divided by 20 is the value of X, so which is equal to, so 15 into 11 165, so 15 into 11, so 15 into 11 you can say, so 155 divided by 20 you need to find. So here upon cross multiplication, so upon cross multiplication you will get like this. Then here also you can cancel, like 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20. So then after that, so remaining is 33 divided by 4. So 33 divided by 4, which is equal to 8. So 8 into 1 divided by 4 based on the options given. So 8 into 1 by 4 minutes. So we have converted into mixed fraction. So answer for this question is option D. So then the remaining 4 questions, the one question it was on percentages. So the one question it was on percentages, and the other question it was on to find the radius of a cone. So to find the radius of a cone, and then the percentage and the radius of cone. So like there was a question on percentage and you need to find it, and then after that on the radius of the cone. So these are the questions that was asked in bitwise under the aptitude section. So in the next video we shall discuss the analytical part. Thank you friends for watching, and do subscribe our channel for more updates.